Hello everyone, welcome to another, I don't know what this video is, to be honest. This is an update on the complete clusterfuck that is my life, and I'm filming this the day before I'm about to be put on the streets. So, for anybody who doesn't know, let's just do a quick recap. End of May, or during May, I had a complete mental breakdown, had a bit of a moment on stream, shut my stream down, and then went away basically almost like to rehab. It was a clinic, a retreat, spoke to counselors. I was in a massive depression. People around me I felt were just moving away from me instead of helping me, and it was really crap. And my ex-girlfriend at the time, we were going through a lot of conflicts, probably because of COVID jabs that everyone's having, making everybody turn into a complete monster. And I was just getting more and more depressed. So anyway, came back feeling nice and refreshed, only to find that my moderator was doing something a little bit dodgy. He was lying to the staff of my server. He was lying to the server themselves. He was abusing the rules that were laid out in that server as a moderator and then enforcing them to others. And he was abusing his power in Discord. So once I found out about all this and I confronted him, he completely lied about the accusations. Said he didn't know, when in actual fact he did know, because he had done these things and I have audit log proof that he did these things. But he claimed he didn't know. So I just couldn't trust him and I banned him, and that was that. And then suddenly a new server arrived on the scene, basically a carbon copy of mine. It's called something like Fake Pilots and AV Geeks, and that's what it is. It's just full of fake people at the end of the day. Well, not full of fake people, that's probably a little bit unfair, but it's headed, the three main people, the owner and the two moderators, totally fake people. One of them being my ex-girlfriend of 3 years, who has totally shut me out of her life and turned her back on me, and just will not even see my face anymore. I don't know why. She's never explained why. She's just said, please stop calling me, or please stop messaging me. I don't want to know you. And she's never told me why. The only thing I've ever had is that she wants to get negativity out of her life. But, I mean, you're creating it, so I don't get it. Anyway, I reached out to Mr. Ben here because at the end of the day, I don't hold or harbor ill feelings towards people. If people don't want to be in my life, I just move on, and whatever. So it's like, he sent me this vicious message, right? And it's just full of nasty stuff here. It calls me a cunt. It basically says that I can't fly planes. Honestly, full of, and look at this, it's just how long it goes down. I mean, bloody hell. So anyway, I mean, I actually doubt I'll get a response. Actually, I did respond to him on Messenger, gave him a nice little message. Basically, nothing vicious. I wasn't attacking him. I was like, that's a lot of words there, Ben, but if that's what you want to do and you want to be that type of person, that's up to you. I'm not that way, so whatever. Good luck, mate. That's basically it. Anyway, so I then reached out again through somebody else, because this dude's just blocked me everywhere. And I was like, thanks, I want to meet with you, Ben. I want to have an opportunity to speak with you. No negativity here, no anger. Let's see what we can do here. I can see why you have done what you've done since being banned on Discord, and therefore you see a justification for it. Well, let's have a talk here like men. Yeah, let's pull this out once and for all. If you've got any questions, please ask me. I'm an open book. Basically, the reason I wanted to talk to him was because he didn't know anything about my mental breakdown, because he didn't care enough to kind of stick around to find out. As soon as I had this mental breakdown on my stream, he was too busy with my other moderator copying my server over to this new one, which is literally an identical clone of mine, or my old one, sorry. And getting busy with my ex-girlfriend, turning her into a moderator for that server, and all three of them basically leaving me for dead. It's like being in hospital and then somebody comes and robs your wallet and takes your identity. That's basically what they did. They invited everybody over to their server, and they've all been laughing at me behind my back. So he says here, other than speaking my mind, I haven't treated you unfairly. I mean, come on, mate. That's the biggest joke of the century. You conspired with my other moderator to steal my hard work and then invite my community over, who probably like you better because you've been slagging me off behind my back. I mean, that's not unfair. I hate to see what his version of unfair is. You can see what I've done since I've been banned. Yeah, mate, I can see what you've done, stealing basically my server and community from me. I haven't done a lot, to be honest. I haven't been busy, mate. I mean, come on, this is taking the piss, mate. Short of creating a server, not a lot's happened, really. I think using, I mean, again, I had to borrow somebody to get to speak to him, but whatever. He sort of throws that at me face, but whatever. It's the only way I can contact him if he's banned me completely. At the end of the day, I'm reaching out to him to kind of like resolve this, because I thought he was a genuine friend to me. I thought he was someone who really did care, but all along he was just using me for his own gain. And yeah, definitely a small person, definitely. A small personality, like, you know. Anyway, so finding contact to get to you is like my main thing here. So I go on to explain what happened to me the entire sort of time. I just want to be clear. I mean, you guys can pause this if you want to read it, but it's like I'm just kind of explaining what happened to me and how much in love I am with my ex-girlfriend, because all my sort of depression kind of revolved around her and the way she was suddenly treating me, which was completely shutting me out of her life for no reason either. Like, didn't even sort of give me any warning or anything, but just, you know, I was there for her during her mental breakdown, and then when I had one, she was like, fuck you, get out of town, I don't care. I'm going to help them, just, you know, take everything you've got. So again, I basically saying everything here. So yeah, you can read that. Anyway, he comes back with where is it? Private conversations were held. Oh, so yes, private conversations were held about your departure, pretty much because we didn't understand what was happening. So this is him saying that he had private conversations with my ex-girlfriend, which I've accused of him all the time, but he's denied, and now he's actually saying it did happen. That I doubt you'll believe. At the time, we were increasingly concerned and genuinely worried about you, your health, and the state of your mind as we were stealing your server. We knew very little about you going away, and it was very shady. Well, all you had to do was ask, mate, because he's never asked me about my time away. He's never concerned himself with anything about my time away. But all you had to do was ask. I don't know why he didn't. So, not that we needed to know every little detail, but there was a genuine concern there, and we were trying to decipher. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're really concerned, you ask. You don't just go and steal someone's stuff, you know, because you can't create it yourself. Also, how best to handle the community confusion. What community confusion? Oh, the poorly timed fallout of the 5.2 upgrade video. Yeah, so this upgrade video, he knew exactly what it was, and he told somebody in my server, but then when I was away, somebody else asked, and he went, I don't know, you'll have to ask him when you get back. He just completely, do you know what I mean? Anyway, to be honest, all this here isn't really, you know, anything painful. So again, we have a bit more talks here. Again, pause it if you want to, you know, whatever the actual thing was. This is me responding back to a lot of what was said. He said, so pause it if you want to see it. We're going to get to the meat and bones of this, because I can't believe what he's told me. He's basically confirmed everything I've been saying. So for his community, guys, here is the proof from the man himself about what I've accused him of is actually true. Okay, so this is me sort of getting him up to speed of what I was going through, you know, and then also what he was saying and stuff like this. So yeah, we're getting down to it here. So now we're coming up to the server. Basically he stated stuff like which is really weird, kind of contradictory if you threaten banning people for using it and then use it yourself. So this guy used the invisible mode in my server, which I stated in the rules it's a bannable offense if you do, because I just find it creepy, and that's my opinion, and it's my server, so either use it or fuck off. But he was like using it all the time, and because he was a mate, I was like, Ben, you're in invisible mode, can you come out of it please? He went, oh sorry mate, but he constantly did it. So now he's stating, well, it is kind of contradictory to threaten banning people for using it and then use it yourself. So he wasn't willing to enforce my rules, is what he's saying. And both myself and your ex bore the initial brunt of your dislike of invisible mode, so maybe that's why she reacted. So basically my ex was saying, it's deceitful. If you're in invisible mode, you're deceiving your community. She had a right go at me when she thought I was using it, but she's now the moderator of him, and it's totally okay in their server. So she's okay with it. It's okay to use invisible mode. But now he's trying to justify that by saying that they both bore the brunt of my dislike. I don't know how they bore it. Like, why did they bore the brunt? Because I never said anything. I just put a post up and that was it. He's the one who introduced me to this invisible mode. I didn't know anything about it. And then I put a post up saying it's a bannable offense if you use it, and explained why I had to ban somebody out because they were like, nope, sorry, can't have this. I believe in it. He never told me anything different. He just said, I'll back you up, Adam. It's your server. So now whether he's trying to make it seem like it's understandable for both of them, like, that's not what they said at the time. Anyway, again, this is just more catching up here. And then here, this is me responding back to what he had said before. So he then sends me a message. Again, pause this, guys, if you want to, see what it says. But this is it now. Okay, he said, don't call me out on bullshit when you don't know the exact truth. Okay, I was actually invited to help build this server by the then owner and now owner Pete, who is the owner of that server. But due to Lauren being unwell, which means this was the 27th of May, because that's when she was unwell, or the week of the 27th of May, Pete built the channel. So on the 27th of May, just after my nervous breakdown, live on stream, Pete got to work building these channels. I did the permissions, so that then he joined in after, and then we got your ex-girlfriend to join in as a moderator, but other than a title, hasn't actually been doing anything for the moderator role. It's relatively laid back. So basically what he's just announced here, in these sentences here, is that I had a nervous breakdown on stream, so my two moderators get busy copying my server and pasting it into this old server that one of my moderators has had for a long time. He even states here, so the truth of it is, here it goes, here they go, turning on each other now. So the truth of it is, Pete has always had a server from way back in 2016, but never really used it. So before you go saying Ben's had this server for months, which I never have, although I did give 3 possible scenarios to my ex-girlfriend, which obviously she's relayed to him. It was actually there before I even met Pete. Oh, and it wasn't fully set up until we decided to start doing it straight after we were put down on the last live stream you did before your break. So before I banned him on my, before I banned Ben on my server, him and my other moderator, when I had an emotional breakdown on stream and I was in a depression, and yes, I called them out for doing a shit job at moderating, because they were, they then decided to copy my server. And whilst I was in a clinic getting help and speaking to a therapist, they were busy copying and pasting my server behind the scenes, inviting my ex-girlfriend over to help them then invite all these people in and start a new server, which it was an identical clone to mine. Okay, that's what he's just said. Plain black and white there, right? Or blue and green, whatever you want to see. So if I hadn't have banned you, Ben, would that server have still existed and continued and functioned? For what reason? Because from what I understood is that you created that server because I banned you. But no, what actually happened is you created that server before I banned you. So you had malicious intent to basically clone my server and invite community into your own server. Wow, that's a shitty thing to do to your friend or somebody you called a friend. Like, when they were having an emotional breakdown, you kick them while they're down and you steal their wallet. That is not what a friend does in my book. A friend reaches out, grabs him by the arm and helps him back up and gets him on his feet. That's what a friend does in my book. So yeah, I'll call you out now because you are taking the piss, mate. You say you don't have a go at people for their beliefs. No, people have their opinions and their beliefs. I do not shade people, although you throw people under the bus for being gay. So I don't know why you stabbed your friend in the back. Anyway, so if you can't stop people using a certain thing in Discord, you threaten a ban. Yeah, it's my server, so therefore I put the rules down, and if you don't follow them, you can leave. Easy. So we're damned if we don't. I mean, I don't know why he says that. I genuinely believe the invisible mode was my right to use as a Discord provided service. Are you taking the piss, Ben? You genuinely thought, I mean, that is just, no. He did not believe that because I told him point blank 4 times to stop using the invisible mode and why, and I made a post about it in my server for everyone to see. So why on earth, Ben, do you think you believed that you had the right to use that invisible mode? I mean, I don't get it. And being in other servers, I might not want to be hassled. Do not disturb. I mean, I have my own thoughts on this. It's just horseshit. Like, I'm sorry, if you're in someone's server and they have rules, you follow their rules or you get kicked out. End of story. If you don't agree with their rules, why are you their moderator? I mean, why are you pretending to be their friend? I also don't appreciate being told I'm not an adult in conversation. I mean, dude, are you serious, mate? I mean, I'm not even gonna address that. I'm here talking. I could just as easily not be. Yeah, like private camping trips with my ex. Hey. Here. I'm only disappointed. Why are you disappointed, Ben? What, after fucking me over? Wait, what are you disappointed for again? That after everything I've done for you, the server, the community, I was dropped like it meant nothing. That's because you treated me like shit. So you're exactly right on that. No, let's resolve this for the bereavement of everyone. Okay, so I have an actual audio recording, which I've already played on my YouTube channel, basically confronting him to sort this out. And when he lied to me, he proved I cannot trust him. All I was going to do in that staff meeting was demote him, take the moderator role off him because he abused it totally. But when he lied to me, he showed me that, you know what, I can't actually trust you. I'm sorry, I've got no trust in you whatsoever. So you've got to go, dude. So yeah, there was resolve for the bereavement of everyone, Ben. So stop bloody lying all the time. It's doing my head in. No chance to rectify my apparent mistakes. Well, I gave you 2 opportunities to state your case against what accusations were being on you. And instead of addressing those, you decided to try and paint yourself in a good light by telling me all the good you've done in the community, which is the only thing you've ever done, even in your own community, is, guys, I'm such a nice guy, you know, leave it up to you or whatever. But it's like, no, we weren't talking about that. I was actually asking you about the accusations. What have you got to say? And he said nothing. So yes, there was a chance, you know, and again, look at this, no chance to even say goodbye to everyone. Well, then how come you invited everybody over to your server, dude? I mean, surely, well, private messages, mate. I mean, come on. Stop being a child, all right? I mean, I don't appreciate being told I'm not being an adult in conversation. It's taking the piss, man. Anyway, we all have stuff going on. Yeah, you're right. We damn do. But not once did I feel let down or disappointed in you for taking a break. So why did you say that I threw you under the bus then, mate? And why did you react so negatively to me? Well, again, that's another contradictory statement. See, the thing is with liars is they contradict all themselves all the time because they can't keep up with their own lies. There's no contradictions with me because I don't lie. I didn't hold that against you. If anything, I held the fort and defended you on multiple platforms, which I never saw, in around your 5.2 video. Then apparently broke the rules. I mean, this dude's just a child, seriously. And then I was muted. No, he wasn't muted, actually. I've got audit logs that prove he wasn't muted. I genuinely was. No, you wasn't, actually. I took your moderator role off you, and then I removed you from my server. And then it goes, I messaged Pete afterwards. Now, this is the interesting thing, because Pete's my other moderator, who was shocked that I banned Ben, but never said anything against it, and was fine with me for at least 3 days after that, and then never spoke to me again. So he said, I messaged Pete as quick as I could because I'm sneaky like that, and say I can't speak, but too late, I was gone. You stripping me of my roles in an instant. Yeah, because you're a snake, mate, and I want you out of my server. My permission to talk using voice activity was removed. Well, I'm sorry, how you set up your Discord with push to talk and all that is, like, not up to me, dude. Like, I removed your moderator role. Like, after asking you, have you got anything to say? And you said nothing. I then removed your moderator role and then removed you from my server. So that's up to you if you haven't got things set up. But at the end of the day, you could have contacted me to say, listen, dude, can we talk about this? Because I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. What did he say, actually, when I kicked him out? Because there was a message and I did ignore it because after somebody's deceived you, you just don't contact them back, right? Oh, here it is. So this is the message he sent me, right? Exactly after I banned him. You know, maybe it's to say, oh, Adam, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Can we actually talk about this, please? I really you've totally got this wrong. Please give me the opportunity. You put me on push to talk and I had no button set up and I couldn't even respond. Unbelievable. Genuinely shocked that's your attitude towards me after everything I've done to help and support both the... So instead of asking for a private conversation, which is exactly what I've done down after this despicable message here, I've actually asked for his time. He's just then gone to rant about how brilliant he is. Like, really, dude? Are you serious, mate? Like... Why not then say, Adam, can I actually have a word? Because I think, this ain't right, mate. Anyway. Furthermore, I'm not even sure why your ex-girlfriend is part of my conversation. Because I was telling you about my emotional breakdown, which is kind of centers around her. This was supposed to be some resolution of our fallout or justification. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, she made her decisions on her own back. You're absolutely right. Why? Because she's infatuated with you, mate. That's why. So I can't help that. I've known her for 3 years plus. I know how she ticks. I know how she responds, and I don't use that in any way against her. But I know when she's got like a crush on someone, okay? And either she wants to admit it or not, she does. And that's why I was dropped, and that's why she betrayed me for him. Because this is shitty. What he is doing is absolutely shitty. And if someone did that to my ex, man, I'm telling you, I'd be after them. I'd be like, you don't treat my ex like that. You're history, dude. I would completely block him, not want to speak to him. I would not go join his moderator team. Do you know what I mean? So for whatever her reasons may be, if she wants something, then that's her choice. If she wants something, oh, what does she want, Big Ben? Hey, does your girlfriend know? That's her choice, and she should be respected, whether you feel differently or not. From what you've said, she's made it clear as day. Yeah, she's made it clear as day that she wants nothing further to do with me, and she hasn't told me why. She's just said, don't contact me ever again. Like, without even telling me why. Plus, I know exactly how embarrassed she was and gobsmacked. See, now this is it. This is the statement, okay? Here we go. So this here tells you exactly what type of person he is. Because if somebody was having a mental breakdown on stream, who wasn't clearly in the right sane mind and was like miserable, sounding miserable as well. I pick up on people's tones, and if their tone sounds low, I go, "Hey bud, you're all right there? What's up? Do you want to talk?" And if somebody had a mental breakdown on stream, I would be straight messaging to them saying, let's chat. I would hear them out. I would want to comfort them and reassure them and make sure that they know somebody cares about them and is there for them, right? What does old Benny boy do? Let's see here. I know how embarrassed your ex-girlfriend was and gobsmacked, just as Pete was, and I, about publicly being ridiculed. So what I actually said was, everybody's taking the piss out of me, right? Nib, I'm thanking you for doing a better job than my moderators, right? When you're actually working, so you're working, and then you're also doing like a moderator job, and you're not a moderator, and you're attacking me behind the scenes. You're actually having a go at me, attacking me, for thanking you. And do you know what, my two moderators taking the piss out of me, because why did I say that? Because they weren't doing, like, the one stream moderator was not performing the moderator role in the stream. He was making arrangements to fly with my other moderator, probably to discuss the backstabbing that they're going to be doing in the next couple of days. So, not to mention heartbroken after she engaged for 2 hours with everyone in that stream, to which you dragged her through the mud on your last live stream before having a break. Sorry, heartbroken. Sorry, so hang on. So, whoa. My ex-girlfriend is heartbroken because I had a go at her for having a go at me, right? On a stream. Okay, do you know what, Ben? I'm heartbroken because my queen that I loved for 3 years plus has stabbed me in the back. I'm heartbroken for that. If somebody had a go at me in a stream, I wouldn't really care. Like, I'd be like, that's your opinion, mate. I know who I am. You can have a go at me all you like. I know who I am. I've had therapy, I've helped, and I know who I am. And I know I'm a good person. So to be heartbroken after having a go at somebody for having a go at you, that seems a little bit weird to me, you know? There were multiple people watching, and some of those were our core Discord members. So maybe that was the final nail in the coffin. Frankly, I was disgusted by it too. Well, frankly, Ben, I'm disgusted by the fact that you didn't offer any support for me and any care for me. You know, you kicked me while I was down, and then you stole my wallet off me. So that to me is the shadiest shit ever. What kind of friend do you call yourself to do that? You and Pete are taking my Discord, copying and pasting it. At the end of the day, it's just a fucking Discord server. They're not real people. Like, it's a virtual space. But it was hours of sweat for me. It was my only outlet for when my girlfriend left me the first time, right? And I had nobody. And my Discord server was all I had. So I put all my time and effort into it, like I did with True Sky, which thousands of people thanked me for. Even Lockheed Martin themselves thanked me for. And I put my heart and soul into my Discord, created all those channels. You created the Flytop Center, and you created the PC repair shop. And that was it. Everything else was my content. And you stole it, and then used my breakdown on stream as a justification for you doing this. And then I didn't even know about this till after I banned you, because I banned you for lying to me and for abusing your power in my own Discord server. And I'm really upset now. I thought this dude was a friend, and yet he was stabbing me in the back the entire time. And anybody who even thinks that's a decent thing, man, you're not a friend of mine, so don't even bother coming to me, okay? Because that is the shittiest thing to do to another human being instead of caring for them. And I'm telling you, these are his words. I'm not lying. I don't lie. He's called me out on lies. I'm sorry. I don't. No. This is me then responding to what he's just said, okay? And, you know, I'm just basically gobsmacked at what he's telling me, because I'm kind of deconstructing what he said here, you know? Again, you want to read this, just pause it, you know, it's a lot to go through. And anyway, so his last conversation to me, which was 3 days ago, this was supposed to be a civil conversation, as I have been, and now it's just petty. Why? Because you found out that I realized the truth now. You wanted to talk, I have. You've taken everything and manipulated it to work for you. I mean, what? Excuse me? You've taken everything and manipulated it to work for you. Dude, again, I've just told the truth. And I've shown your words of the truth as well. So, if anything, you're manipulating your own words. Well, there's no manipulation going on here. It's just truth for truth. Anyway, I've then stated to him, are you saying what you put above is not true? Also, I am being civil here. I'm responding to what you're telling me. What have I twisted wrongly, Ben? Why also does your friend Pete also believe it was me who shaded you, like sent the image of his browser rather than you sending it to me, because it was actually Ben who sent it to me? But now Pete believes it was the other way around. Why? I don't know. And I said, finally, I'd like to know what lies I'm supposed to be saying and I'm getting accused of from members of your Discord, because Pete is also calling me a liar. Ben's calling me a liar, although my ex-girlfriend has said that actually she never thought I was a liar. She actually believed me. She thought other people were lying though, which again, it's contradictory, because you're still the moderator of the group. I don't get it. Again, well, that's what it is. It's lust, isn't it? That's what it does to you. I go, I've not lied about anything. What do you think? Right? What do you know? He's never come back to me. He's never been able to give me a list of what lies I'm supposed to have done, or even give me any proof, or even come back to me for anything. He's just completely ignored me. He's not even responded to the questions I've said. Piece of shit, to be honest. Anyway, that's what I wanted to just put here, you know? I mean, yeah. I mean, we might as well speak to... Let's have a look at Ben here. Sorry, Pete. This is Pete. And when I confronted him, this dude, by the way, He never said anything. When I banned Ben, he never said anything. He continued to be my moderator until I deleted my server. Then, when Ben told me what he told me, I went total betrayal. I really looked at you as a friend, Pete, and I've thought you would never stab me in the back like this. Ben has just informed me how your server has come about, when you guys built it, and how you did it. Totally shocked. I cannot believe this at all. I mean, again, I'm not actually saying anything negative about him, like Ben has to me. And his response was, you really need to get over yourself. Me stab you, would not be surprised if you've stabbed me from day one. Why? Why would you not be surprised? Sorry, you've known me for over a year. What cause have I given you to think that I'm going to be stabbing you from day one? And the constant lies you have told me are just a joke and no reaction apart from laughing. Okay, sorry, what constant lies is that, Pete? Because you've not stated anything, and I've never lied to you, dude, so I don't know what you're talking about. He said, works on them as they are so petty. Server was created as the way you just put us down on the first ever staff meeting. Whoa, on the first ever staff meeting? When I welcomed you into my community as a moderator. I did not put anybody down on the first staff meeting. So I don't know why he's just said that. Few weeks later, you banned Ben. Well, we know why I've done that. And Ben tried to explain before he was banned. Whoa, no he didn't. And I've got an audio recording to prove that one. You talked over him and never let him get a word in edgeways. Yeah, because he was trying to not answer the question and I was pushing him back to the question. He was trying to deflect and tell me what a nice guy he was with all the good he's done in the server. And I'm like, Ben, we're not talking about that. The accusations, please. He didn't have anything to say, so... Then later that evening, telling me, Ben this, Ben that, I would not be surprised if it was you being devious and getting that image off my browser yourself. Are you serious? I mean, I can't show you this because Ben's now deleted the image, but he showed me an image off Pete's browser, which totally stabbed Pete in the back. It's like, I would never have done that to somebody. So, you need to take a good look in the mirror and look at yourself because you are the troublemaker? I'm the troublemaker. Am I? I thought I was going through a massive depression. Backstabber. Who have I backstabbed? And liar. What lies have I told? Not anyone else but you. How dare you talk with others behind my back? Sorry, I haven't talked with anybody behind your back. Like, sorry, please tell me what they've said because I'll tell you that fact, it's false. I've not talked about you behind people's back. I don't know what he's on about. If you have anything to say, I'd prefer to hear it from you, not every pillar, but yourself. Well, I would if I had a problem with you. I've never had a problem with Pete. Pete's always been good. That's why he remained my moderator after I banned Ben. I did not realize he was in cahoots with Ben. So, you caused all this mess yourself. How? I'm sorry, I didn't force you guys to steal me server. And you have no one else to blame but yourself. I mean, this is completely delusional. Like, the dude has lost the plot here. You know, it's always me, never I. Leave myself and others you've hurt alone and just move on. Well, that's exactly what I have done, dude. But, I mean, do you know what? I just want people to know the truth, okay? Because people shouldn't be able to get away with shit. You know, if you're going to treat somebody like shit, you're going to get called out on it with me. Because I don't stand for that, okay? It's like, I'm sorry, I'm sick of it. I really am. Anyway, so that's that basically, guys. Anyway, guys, if you got any questions, mate, honestly, jump in my server. I'm happy to answer them in a voice chat because I don't lie and I never have. And yeah, I've been stabbed in the back by 3 people who I thought were my friend, but were actually just stealing me money out of my wallet. So that's the kind of community that fake pilots, fake people, and AV Geeks is. Okay? Enjoy, guys. And anyway, this is the last you'll ever hear of it from me now. Let's just go do some flights and enjoy. And hopefully, if there's another video coming, fingers crossed, you know. But if there isn't, you know why, you know. Take care.